Um, Yeah, TikTok has a couple of ways to send leads to WhatsApp. So this is a lot of people may not know how to do this because this is not entirely new, but it has been introduced recently. So I guess if you are here watching this video, it means you do not know how to go about this. So I am going to take you through that with this video. So without wasting so much time, let's get straight to it. First of all, when you log into TikTok landing, I mean, when you log into TikTok ads, your landing page is the dashboard. So on the dashboard, you have to create a new campaign. From the dashboard, you can either go to ads, create ads, or if you get to campaign, you can see an option where you can start your campaign from here. So you create campaign. Yes, once your campaign interface is loaded, this you know ads ads are created at three different levels, like the campaign level, the the group level, and then the ad level. If you do not understand what this means, I suggest you go back and watch my my beginner video on creating campaigns on TikTok. So from here, what we need to do is to select our campaign objective, which in this case is lead generation. There are lots of other objectives here which serves other purposes, but for this video or for what we are doing today, we are going to use lead generation as our objective. So remember remember to choose manual campaign. Then you have to name your your campaign. You give your campaign a unique name. So I'm not going to change this, but I I recommend you change it so you are able to clearly distinguish between your campaigns if you have multiple campaigns running. So this I am going to this is also a very good option we can play with if for instance we have multiple campaigns and then we want to compare the metrics and see which has performed better or which is performing better. But I'm going to stay basic with this video, so I am going to limit myself to just the basic stuff. So after you've named your campaign and you've selected your objectives, remember manual campaign. We continue and wait for it to load. Now the group interface has loaded. We are now at the group level. You have to name your group. After naming the group, you choose your optimization option. Here we want to send our leads to want to generate leads and send them to WhatsApp or any instant message, any instant messenger. So we choose messaging apps here. You see, there are other options here as well. There is websites, instant forms, TikTok direct message, and then phone call and instant messaging apps. We are not so concerned about this, but you may want to use any of these other options, which is fine. But for what we are doing today, we are going to focus on the instant messaging apps and WhatsApp in particular. So we choose clicks for the goal. There are two goals: conversations and clicks. I think conversation is a better option for for TikTok ads. And then, but it's kind of tricky. Just like I said earlier, I am going to keep this video basic, so I wouldn't want to get into conversations because it's tricky and kind of confusing for beginners. So this video is totally intended for beginners. So we'll stay with clicks. The event. So we have to choose an event for our ad. So our event is WhatsApp. We want to send the leads to WhatsApp. We want people to click on our ads and get into our WhatsApp DM to continue the conversation. So here you are expected to add your WhatsApp business number. Remember, it must be a business number. If you input a conventional WhatsApp number here, it will not work. It has to be a business number, just as it is with Facebook. So this must be a WhatsApp business line. So let's try this. 07067 8 212. I hope I got that right. Yes, if you have an active WhatsApp line, after you have completed inputting the number, this check if the ID opens properly should be active. If you observed initially this was inactive, okay, it has already activated now, so it won't go back. But this is usually inactive when the number is not here. So after you've inputted your WhatsApp number, you should hover your mouse on this, and then it generates a QR code. This QR code is a test code, like a preview. If you scan it, it should take you directly, it should open your WhatsApp message on your phone and then take you directly into your DM where you can send a message to yourself. If this does not work correctly, it means there is something wrong and your call to action may not properly work as intended. So um next is placement. Placement, TikTok has other platforms where you can send adverts to, but the default here is set to TikTok because we want to send our ads to TikTok. So if if you want your ads to be sent to other platforms operated by TikTok, you will have to use a different option than clicks. I think clicks are only limited to TikTok. We move to targeting. This is where we target a demography. Like this is where we impute the demographic details of our targeted audience, the people we want to reach, the people we want to see our ads. So you can see, okay, here it's indicated that this objective is using a broad targeting, like we're using a broad targeting objective. If there is a better way to do this, um, with the conversation goal, there is a better way to do this. But if you are advertising for the first time on TikTok, you I think you should leave it broad to gather enough data. It is when you have enough data from a previous ad that you think about changing your objectives to your optimize your budgets and your ad. So we are going to leave this broad. I'm going to leave this as broad, and we move to setting the parameters, the demographic parameters. So location for now, you can only target Nigeria as a country. You cannot target cities or other different locations in Nigeria. So you can target only Nigeria. If you want to target audience outside of Nigeria, you can select more countries. Like maybe we want to target audience in Cameroon. Oh, my spelling for Cameroon, it's shitty. Kenya. Okay. And we want to target more audience in Ghana. Okay, there is no Ghana. Maybe Benin Republic. Okay. Well, this will do. This is just I was just trying to emphasize the fact that you can target more than one country here. So you find whatever country you want to target aside from Nigeria, if you're from Nigeria, and add it to the list. Next is age. Like there is a group of different age ranges here, like from 18 to 24, 25 to 34. So you just basically have to choose what works for you or the kind of people who you are targeting, those you want to 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 see and interact with your ads. So for me, 18 to 20, 18 to 45, 54 is fine for me. Or you can just do, you can basically do anything here. This is very, very discretional depending on who you are targeting and who your audience is. Gender. Yes, gender, I'm going to leave it for all languages. If you are targeting Nigeria, like if you are targeting one, like for instance, Nigeria, I think I would rather leave this for English because majority of the people in Nigeria speaks English. So I will leave it for English. Spending power, I'll leave it for all. I've watched a video recently where someone claimed that if you want to target rich people, you have to select this option. But if you are using broad targeting and then you narrow down your target audience to those who are high spending, it's no longer broad. Your targeting has become very narrow. So what do you do? It means fewer people are going to see your ads. People who naturally may have seen your ads will not get to see them. So for a broad targeting objective, please leave this for all. You don't have to indicate, you don't have to target high spending individuals. And as you can see, even here on the side, immediately I switched to high spending power. You can see a little warning here. Your audience is narrow. Broad targeting sometimes may improve performance. Yeah, like when you target broadly, it may improve performance, which is true. But there is still something about broad targeting that is not that can be improved upon. But that is not for this video. So I will take time out to make a proper video for optimize targeting. So this we can, yes, there is something you can do here, but it's not really for this video. So we are going to leave this as it is. It's not necessary. You can your ads can still reach the intended broad target. I mean, reach the internet broad objective if you do not select this. So, interest and behavior. If you are in a specific field like tech and electronics, cell phones, cell phone accessories, this is for you. You can choose specifics here, like baby and kids products and all of that. You can choose specifics here to improve your targeting. But if you don't have a specific niche, maybe you deal with variety goods and services, you can just ignore this and leave it this way. So device. So this is targeting based on the kind of device. I mean, this is targeting based on the kind of device your audience use. So again, this is broad targeting. So we have to use broad parameters. Operating system, we leave it for all. We don't want to limit ourselves. Version, we leave it for all. Device model, we leave it for all. And then connection type, we leave it for all. Um, car, um, Carriers, we leave it for all. Internet providers, we leave it for all. Some of these options, you don't even have data for it. Like carriers now, there is no data to choose from, so you don't have an option leave it to leave it at the default. Internet providers, this is not. This is okay. There is other Nigeria, Globalcom, and just a limited. I mean, there are limited options to choose from, so it's best to leave it for all. It doesn't hurt. Um, Device price, we leave for any price so that anybody can see your adverts, even if they are using a budget phone or they are using a high-end phone. So um, now we are in budget and and schedule. That's what you want to spend. Your budget could be daily or a lifetime, but for this, I'm going to use daily budget, which is mostly applicable. So 5,000 is a fair budget. When do you want the ad to start? You have to put in a starting date. If you don't want it to start immediately, you have to put in a starting date here. The time is already set to West African time. Um, End date. If you have an end date in mind, you can select this and then go back to impute an end date. You start date and then an end date. Day pattern. Day pattern. If you want your ads to to be published, like if you want your ads to be visible in on, on particular times of the day, if you want to pass the day, like kind of divide the day into different times of the day, if you want it to show on a Monday from 12 noon up to 5, and then maybe by 8 to 9, this is how you pass your day. You divide it, but I'm going to clear this and allow it to run all day. So I'll allow it to run all day. Then bidding for this is optional for now because we don't have the required data to determine what the amount we can bid per impression. So we'll leave this. We are assuming this is our first ad, but if you are an experienced advertiser, you can, or you not just an experienced advertiser. If you've advertised on TikTok before, you should have data of your previous adverts and know how much TikTok will charge you per click. So you can use that data to determine what value you can enter here. So this is we are still at the group level. Now we are going to move to the ad level. So this is the ad level. Remember to rename your ad, give it a unique name. And next we add add details. That's we add creatives, that's your images and your video or your videos. So you click here to if you already have your creative media uploaded in your creative center, you don't need to upload them from your local storage, fresh from your local storage. You can just select from here. But in a case where you don't have this already uploaded, you can upload them from your local storage here. You can drag and drop or choose the location where your media stored on your is saved on your local storage. So this is what I have mine already uploaded. So I'm not going to do all of this. I'll just go pick one of it and then I'll confirm. So media is uploaded. Then identity. If you are running these ads for yourself and you have your TikTok account linked to your TikTok Ads Manager, your account will display here by default. Your account will be your identity by default. But for someone or for those who are managing multiple accounts linked to one Ads Manager, you will have to select which account you want to deal with, which account you are publishing for. So this is where you select the account you are publishing for. So if this is here by default and I want us to publish, for instance, for cat stores, I'm going to choose cat stores. If that is not what I want, I'll come back to create a store. You can see this checkbox, this option. This is show through ads only. If you check this option, it is going to this will not appear on your profile. This will not appear on your profile. It will only display to people as sponsored posts. But if you want the same your ad post to appear on your profile and receive organic traffic, like people who visit your profile or who follows you and sees your feed will be able to see it, will be able to also see it. But if you choose this remains an advert and it does not appear on your profile. So I think it's better to leave this unchecked. So you have to add a text like a catchphrase or a description of what you are advertising or anything that suits your advertising. But you have to make it short and catchy. Like for me, I would do luxury because this is a luxurious watch. This watch is it speaks luxury. So I would do luxury and quality. Okay, luxury, function, and quality all in one place. Okay, so there are some AI suggestions here, trying to rephrase or improve my what my message is about. But I think I'll still go with what I've written. If you have any of these that explains what you want to do, what you're advertising better, you can choose from here. So down the next is we have to go down and publish. I think this is the ad level and this is the final level of ad. So okay, call to action. You have to choose a call to action. You have to choose a call to action to call to action. Is it you want people to shop on WhatsApp? You can use shop now. If it's you can use order now. This does not really um, matter. Whatever action choose will send your potential clients or customers direct to your WhatsApp. So I think that explains it all. After all of this, is everything looks fine, we'll go ahead and publish. But because there are no funds in this ads manager, if I click to publish, if there is no error, it will ask me to fund the account. But if there is an error, it will indicate there is an error. So ad is fine and is ready to be published. So I guess this explains it. And please remember to like the video and follow my channel for more insightful videos about TikTok advertising and other aspects of tech. Thank you.